All right. Okay, so we are recording. We are with the Fun Food and Facts tonight. And I am your, pin. All right, that's what I'm doing. All right, hi guys. I'm Ellen Lewis. I'm filling in for Samantha tonight. All right, stop laughing. I can hear you guys because you're not muted. All right, so I'm filling in for Samantha tonight. So we're going to have some fun and some food and some facts. And hopefully I can do it the way that she does and she'll be excited for it. So, but first we're going to have Becky is going to bring us our food tonight. And then we're going to have Jenny, and Jenny is going to bring us our facts. And then we have Patricia Frisch filling in for Nancy tonight, and she's going to be bringing the fun, and she is a fun lady. So all of Nancy's team's so fun. So I'm sure that she's going to have some really great ideas for us. So I'm super excited to hear from everybody. So we'll go ahead and get things started because we want to make sure we end on time because I know Samantha likes that. So so we'll go ahead and start with Becky. So I'm going to kick it over to Becky. Hold on, Becky. I'm going to pin you right to the video. So everybody's looking at you. Take it away, Becky.
Oh, I can't see me. That's messing me up. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Okay. I gotta be able to see me so I can make sure that I'm showing all you guys everything. What I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to do French bread pizza in our Micro Pro Grill. And yes, I said French bread pizza. It is so incredibly easy. And I don't have the recipe written down. It's really, really simple. All you have to remember is 2 minutes, okay? Because I'm going to take, I have my French bread here. I actually have baguette bread, but I took and cut it about 6-7 inches and then cut it in half, okay? And I'm going to do it face down in the microwave for 2 minutes. And that's the first step. Sorry, it really helps too if I put the grill on here. And you put the top on in the grill position so that it goes down flat against the bread. All right, so I'm going to do that. All right, for 2 minutes. And then I am going to, I have everything ready to put on it, but I want to show you something really quick while we're doing this. And that's, see Terry, now it's too tall.
Yeah.
This is our shredder, and what I shredded the cheese that I'm going to use with it, and I was going to show you how I did the shredded cheese. I have a wonderful kitchen. I have a wonderful kitchen. Everybody who's seen my kitchen will tell you it's amazingly big. I have amazingly wonderful cupboards. What I don't have is an island to work on my kitchen, so I have to do everything on my counter, which will make it kind of hard for you guys to see, but when you're using our shredder, our master grater, I have the fine coarse cone in here, and all you do is you put it on your countertop, you twist the locking mechanism, okay, and that puts it into place. So now I could like hang on this thing and it wouldn't go anywhere, so it's really cool. And I have a little bowl of cheese here, and you put something underneath the shredder, okay? I'm gonna throw some cheese in here and show you how exactly easy it is to shred the cheese right out of this. Can you guys see it? I know it's kind of far away. And it just comes right out and falls right into my little bowl. It is amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, and then I will also tell you that when you shred your cheese, I usually do a whole lot at one time because it's just convenient. I already have it out, I already have the cheese out. And you can mix a little bit of cornstarch with your cheese, and then it really just shakes around just like it does if it was the bagged cheese. One of the things about the bagged cheese, I don't buy it. I tell people at my parties that I am blessed in many, many ways. God has blessed me in so many ways, but I am not blessed with the ability to shred cheese. Up until a year and a half ago when we got this thing at Jubilee, I could not shred cheese. Hold that thought. I have a beep. All right, so all I'm doing is pulling this out and flipping the bread over. Now this first time around, I can pull it out without pot holders. But you're going to notice that the next time around, I'm going to use pot holders. All I did was flip it over, so now it's face up. Okay, the bread is now face up. And I'll put it back in here for another 2 minutes. Like I said, everything is 2 minutes. It's real simple to remember. So before we got the shredder, I would go and I'd buy the bagged cheese from the store. One of the things that I always knew and actually learned from Carrie Forrest, who was watching many, 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 many years ago, is that what they put in the shredded cheese that's in the bag to keep it from sticking together is very similar to sawdust. It's like tree pulp, cellulose. And I'm a dairy farmer, for those of you who don't know me, and that's what we bed our cows down in our barn. So I'm kind of thinking I probably shouldn't eat it. So I've always known that. I just didn't care, because if I tried to shred cheese with the regular shredder, it would be a disaster. It's just, and Terry tried to teach me, okay, and it was still a disaster. She, I'm sure, is muted, but laughing silently to herself because she remembers. So anyway, when we came out with the Master Shredder, I brought this home from Jubilee, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. I just, literally, how easy was it? And I started shredding everything. You can do your potatoes with it. You can do your zucchini. You can do just anything, peanuts, carrots, celery, anything you want to shred, you throw it in here. And it comes with the fine shredded cone, and then it also comes with the coarse shredded cone, okay? So fine shredded, I do cheese. Coarse, I would do the potatoes, you know, that type of thing. Then there's two other cones you can get. One does like shavings, like if you wanted to grind your nuts or shave your chocolate or something like that. And the other one does slices. So if you wanted to slice your cucumbers for your salad or slice your potatoes to fry your potatoes, it's really, really nice. And it is one of the things that we can earn in the Confident Start program when people join. So that, I mean, I love using it. It's one of the reasons why I demonstrate it a lot at my parties, because I let people know you can get it for free right along with our micro program this month, not for free, but for only $45. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about that. So anyway, when you have your cheese shredded, all right, then you're going to put a little bit of cornstarch in here, and when you do that, it's going to keep it from sticking together. So it does the same. It won't stick together like it does in their bags, and you can shred as much as you want, keep it in your refrigerator, and you can freeze it as well. Okay, so we beeped again. Now I'm going to get my pot coolers out, because now the Micro Pro Grill gets hot. All right. So I'm going to take the grill out, and I know you can't. Here we go. Maybe a little better. So you can see that they're actually a little browned, okay? Now here's the trick that I learned just yesterday morning, I think it was, maybe Friday morning, whenever we were on the call with Cheryl, Ellen. So when you're doing garlic toast or anything you want to put garlic on, because garlic is very healthy for us. Ooh, I can smell that neat. Garlic is very healthy for us. So when you want to do garlic toast, instead of like slapping a lot of butter on there and the garlic and mincing your garlic and all that, you don't actually have to do that. You can just take your French bread and rub the garlic right over it, okay? And you'll see your garlic getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And this is actually the healthiest way to eat it. Now you can put butter on it if you wanted to do French, you know, like garlic toast or whatever, but you don't have to. And I'm told that this is like an old Italian trick. Oops. Okay. So all I'm doing is taking my garlic and rubbing it over the top of the toast. Okay. And now, oops, I have my pizza sauce. This is how easy this is. I mean, this is so easy. My kid was doing it like crazy. My husband didn't actually get it out. I can't get him to cook, but this grill might actually make him cook, because he really liked this last night when we were doing it. Okay, all I did was squirt a little bit of pizza sauce on it, okay? And then I'm gonna take a little bit of my cheese. Oh, there's my container. A little bit of my cheese and sprinkle that on here. And you can add whatever you want. If you wanted to add like your mushrooms, your onions, your peppers, any kind of fixings you would normally add, right? So all I did was sprinkle the cheese on top, okay? All I'm doing for the sake of this is pepperonis, a little pepperonis, and I'm just putting them right on here. Yeah, you have to do the sound effects too. Everybody laughs at my sound effects. Oops. And then I have, so that's all I did. I just put I knew that was gonna fall off. I just put the pepperonis right on top of the cheese. grab your pot holders again because this thing does get hot, okay? Now this time I am actually going to put it in casserole mode. And I think when Jenny does the facts, she's going to be talking about the difference. Because if you grill it, if your cheese is going to get stuck to the top. So this time I'm just putting it on casserole mode, sticking it back in. 2 minutes. That's it. 2 minutes on face down, 2 minutes face up. Put all your toppings and everything on it, and 2 minutes when it's done. Now I will tell you that after you've done the first set, right, and you want to do more, because that's what I was doing last night, when you do it again and the grill's already hot, then you don't have to do it for the full 2 minutes on the face down, face up, because the grill's already heated. So you can do like a minute and a half face down, face up, and because like I said, the grill is already heated, so that kind of speeds up the process. It takes about a minute or so, I think technically a minute and 18 seconds. Jenny's probably going to show that with you too, for the grill to heat up to the maximum temperature. And then, so the second time around, you don't have to do it quite as long, but basically 2 minutes on face down, 2 minutes face up, add your toppings, set it in the casserole position, and then 2 minutes. And now I'm filling time because I already talked about all the cheese. Some of the other things you can do with this grill is amazing. I was going to do hash browns because you can shred your potatoes with the shredder. And I will tell you, use the coarse cone. You just shred your potato. You don't even have to peel it. You just stick the potato in, shred it. And then here's a little trick about that. Put the shredded potatoes into ice water, okay? Cold water, ice water. Let them sit in there for just enough to rinse them off. And then put them into a salad spinner and spin them dry completely. Just spin all the water off of them. That's going to eliminate a lot of that starch. So then you can take them and you can mix in your seasonings. You can mix in your cheese if you want to. And then just make a little patty, put it in the bottom of the grill, okay? And then put it into grill position. Now for hash browns, it's about 4 minutes on each side, 4 or 5 minutes on each side. Again, it just depends on how much you want them cooked, how much, whether you want them, really, really brown or just a little bit brown. Okay, and then we beat. Again, put your pot holders on because this thing is now hot. Take it out. This thing, when you set it down, you're going to watch me turn around and set it down on my counter. My counters are safe, but this thing is very hot. So you want to make sure that your counters are safe, a safe material that you can actually do that on. Okay, and then there they are. French bread pizza. All done, ready to go.
My goodness, that's awesome, Becky.
Right? Isn't that great?
How easy would that be to do at parties?
It's very simple, very simple. And you can actually have people do their own toppings at your parties, that type of thing. And then, like I said, if I was going to do more, I'd take these out and then put another set of bread in there, but I'd only have to do a minute and a half on each side because the grill's already hot. That's it. Have fun.
I love it. Woohoo! That was awesome, Becky. I absolutely loved it. I love the simplicity of it because we're always looking for simple recipes that we can use at our parties. And I love the garlic trick. I love that. I missed the call on Friday. So yeah, I love the garlic trick. And so, anybody who is on any sort of a restricted diet, anytime you hear somebody do a food demo, I always redo it in my head as to how I could do it. And so she used cornstarch. I can't use cornstarch, but what I use in mine is I use tapioca flour.
Oh yeah.
It works just the same. And so, and what I do, I buy that big block from like Sam's Club, Costco. I buy that big block of cheese and then I grind all of it into, or grate all of it into, the freezer meat, the medium 2 size or deep. I can't remember if it's medium 2 or medium deep, but it's that size, sort of the loaf size. I grate it right into there, and then there's still a little bit left over. So then I slice that ready for snacks, just like that little slice of cheese for snacks. And so it makes it so easy and it's so cost effective. And you're right, it melts better, it tastes better, it's better for you. And a lot of those cheeses have little hidden, not only I've heard the wood pulp sort of thing, but also gluten and all these preservatives that you just don't need. And so anywhere that you can kind of like pull those things out of your diet, it's just better for you all the way around. So that's exciting. So Patricia says, if you don't have French bread, oh, I lost it. It went away. If you don't have French bread, buy the small already made pizza crust at the store. They're like $2.99 and up. She gets hers at Dollar Tree, 2 for $1, and she can keep them for months in her pantry and Imagine made, so they don't have to worry about the bread going moldy if you don't use it within a week. Awesome. That's a great idea. Yeah, absolutely. So I love that.
Yeah, Ellen, I wanted to let people know too, I forgot that everything you just saw me use, I spent less than $10 on. So, and I actually had enough bread to make 2, 4, 6, 8, 6, because you can do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of the sets of 2. And if you were to go buy the French bread pizza in the store, they're like $5 for 2.
Oh yeah.
I have enough to do like.
And they're not going to taste. Yeah, they're not going to taste near as good.
No,
they're not going to be as good for you as that.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, I love it. I love it. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Becky, for giving us our demo tonight. All right. So now we're going to move on to Ms. Jenny. So let me unpin her and pin Jenny. Hi, Jenny. How are you?
Hi, Ellen. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you ready to give us some facts?
I am. And the first fact I'm going to give you is Becky and I did not talk to each other before this because none of my facts are about the MicroPro Grill.
Oh, that's all right. A fact's a fact. We'll take it.
But I will give you one fact about it. It is a fact that if you're going to put cheese on top of something, it is best to not put it in the grill position because that makes a mess. If you're going to use cheese, put it in the casserole position. That's my fact on the MicroPro Grill for tonight. Now, what we are going to talk about is people call it branding yourself, and there are some facts that kind of go with that. First fact that we have is that 90% of homes in the U.S. have at least one piece of Tupperware in them. The other fact that goes with that is that less than 5% of those people have actually seen Tupperware in the last 10 years. So that means they have something that they've had forever or they've gotten from somewhere else, but they haven't seen any of our new stuff. And that's kind of important right at this point. So when people think about Tupperware, when you think about Tupperware, what do you think? You know, you think bowls, freshness. If you're my age, you remember the commercials they used to have about burping Tupperware, and that was always a big thing, and it was funny, and that was why you wanted a Tupperware bowl when you were a kid, was so you could listen to the noise it made whenever you played with the seal. But, and they think parties. When you think Tupperware, you think parties. And so one of the questions you need to ask yourself about branding yourself is, why do you party? Because one of the other facts of the matter is, when people think about you and your Tupperware party, you want them to have an impression of you, of what you already are about. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons you can party. You can do it because you're concerned with the environment. Tupperware has all kinds of environmentally safe products, and we can use those. The Echo water bottle is one of the biggest ones because everybody throws away all those water bottles all the time. Healthy eating. We have some of the most healthy eating things ever. The ways to cook, ways to store it, ideas, recipes for healthy eating. So if you're a healthy eating person, I always think of Megan Starr when I think of healthy eating people. And, you know, that's who she is. And that's when I think Tupperware and I think Megan, I think I could find out how to eat healthy from Megan without any question in my mind. Organization. Some people are just organization superstars. Would not be me, but they really are. So they have like the modular mate thing down to a science. And we have a lot of products that can help you keep organized in the kitchen so that you don't have 15 products that do the same thing. We have one product that will do a whole bunch of things for you so you can make that a little more organized. Maybe you party, what? Oh. Maybe you party because you want to save time and money. That's a great reason, either way.
I don't know.
And sometimes you just, you know, I like to party to promote family time, either because it's a faster way to cook or you can stay home with your kids and
Aw.
have some more time with that.
I'll make
But-
sure you have one, okay?
Okay, so when we're talking about branding yourself, so decide what you want people to think about when they think about you. When you make phone calls and you're talking to people, talk to them, find out a little bit about them, but let them know who you are. Let them know why you like Tupperware, why you like to party. And here's the thing with talking to people. Most people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So if you have a reason besides just let's have a Tupperware party, I want to show you how this could save you time. I want to show you how this could mean spending more time with your family. And then talk to them about whether they're interested in that kind of thing. Let's see, what else were we talking? Okay. Some of the people that you want to talk to. We want to talk to everybody, obviously. But I honestly think that a lot of us avoid talking to quote unquote professional people because we just have this preconceived idea that they already have everything they need. They have a good job, so they have money, they have whatever, and they can just do things the way they want to do it. But here's the thing. Professional people and involved people are the people that will build this business. And it's easy for us to decide what they need, but professional and involved people, they're already career focused. Okay, they know the benefits of a personal business, and there's a lot of them. Not only the things we've already talked about, but professional people know the tax benefits. They know the ins and outs of money investing. If it's extra money for them, that might be what they want to do. They might want to put away extra money for retirement. And they're money managers already. Plus, they have a ton of contacts. And the contacts they have are other people just like them. So if you're a little skittish about quote unquote professional people, realize that they enjoy and they realize the benefits of doing a business like Tupperware probably more than a whole lot of the other people that we talk to. People don't like to be put on the hook, quote unquote. So, you walk up to somebody and say, "Hi, my name's Jenny. You want to have a Tupperware party?" That generally doesn't get me very far. They're just not real sure what to do with that. But if you talk to them for a few minutes, find out who they are and what they're doing. Technical problem. Be right with you. Okay. Talk to, maybe you could ask them something like, "Hey, do you know somebody that would have a couple hours to either make $100 or get $100 in free Tupperware?" You're not asking them about themselves, but the way that question is worded, I can't think of too many people that wouldn't at least say, "Well, how am I going to make $100 in a couple hours?" Or, "How do I get $100 worth of Tupperware in just a couple hours?" So that opens up a whole new conversation for you. The one other thing that I kind of wanted to talk about as far as branding and people thinking about who you are is on Facebook and social media. And this can get kind of sticky, but we talk about dressing for success. You hear Pam say, dress for the title you want, not the title you have. And, if you need to look at least decent, that old thing, like you don't see anybody until you go out of the house in a t-shirt and a pair of pajama pants. But one of the things that we have to work on, or that I have to work on too, is this carries over into social media. Because when people think about you, social media is probably the biggest audience any of us have on a daily basis, and you are what you post. So if you're posting drama and negative posts, if you're getting into arguments with people over things, even if they're important things, that's not the place to do it. you need to steer clear of that kind of stuff. And sometimes it's hard because sometimes somebody will say something about something that we feel really passionate about. And it's not wrong to feel passionate about it. It's not even wrong to say so, but long drawn out things just don't go over well. And it makes people think differently about you. So, you know, Facebook probably isn't the place for your deepest, darkest secrets or your family feuds. And it's definitely not the best place for a global outlet to complain about your husband and your kids and even the guy down the street. I mean, that's just not what you want people to think about when they think about you. So, yeah, okay, Facebook posts. Facebook posts, it's good if they're like 80% fun and helpful. You can share recipes, fun pictures, even pictures of your kids, you know, using Tupperware, or just fun things that you do with your family. You can share fun posts from other people's pages, helpful things. You know, a lot of times people have requests on there for, you know, prayer requests, or they're concerned with something in their family. There's nothing wrong with liking that or making a comment on that, but you don't want to get involved in, I don't know, I guess the best example would be like the last year or so with all the political comments. I got to the point where whenever I would see, you know, those little comments on the side that say so-and-so posted, so-and-so posted, most of them I would try to avoid, because I knew they were just things I didn't need to clutter my mind with, because whether I agreed with them or not, it was just a continuous ridiculousness. So what you want to do with Facebook is like post 80% fun and helpful things, and maybe 20% sales on your personal page. But I only post things on my personal page if it's something really phenomenal. Like, well, okay, I put the $15 sale on my personal page because it is really, really good. Most of the time, I just have people on my business page or in a private group, and I'll remind them on my personal page that there's something exciting going on my business page or private group. But I try not to put a whole lot of sales stuff on my personal page. So yeah, that's about all I've got. Just think about who you want people to think of when they think of you. And I know that most of my Facebook friends, most of my friends, some of the basic things they know about me is that I start my day off with coffee, and it's best to leave me alone until that's happened. I like to have a good time. I enjoy putting funny things on Facebook. I don't put a whole lot of real serious type comments on Facebook unless it's something I feel real strongly about. And I will post pictures of my grandchildren at the rate of 10,000 a day if my kids send them to me and I can share them. So just think about those kind of things. Think about who you want to be and who you want people to think you are, or not think you are, but know you are. And that's about all I got for tonight for facts, Ellen.
I love it, Jenny. Woohoo! First off, congratulations for overcoming your technical issue, because let's just face it, that's pretty impressive.
It was momentary.
Momentary. All right. So,
for the record, I'm signed in as myself tonight, not Pam and Jim. So.
Hey, that's a step in the right direction. All right. So, but I love your stats for the party. So I hope everybody goes back. If you didn't take notes, you can go back and rewatch the recording and do it that way. But stats for parties is great. Like any sort of statistics on water bottles and any of that kind of stuff, but also the statistics about the amount of Tupperware in homes and the homes that we have not reached yet. That's huge for recruiting. So it's good to kind of know things like that, so that you can kind of keep it in the back of your mind. So I think Pam says in fact, and I'm going to get the numbers wrong, but it's something like only, I don't know, 5% of women in the world make over 6 figures, but 80% of that 5%, it's in direct sales. That's a great fact. That's a great fact to use when you're recruiting and things like that. But also, I loved the show them that you care, because it's so true. You can sit there and talk to your blue in the face, and if you're not showing them that you care, they don't care about you. They don't care about your business. They don't care about you. You can post it 10 times a day, how amazing your business is, or that you need help in your business. But if you're not showing them that you care, they don't care. And so like just this weekend I was working a show, and on the people that I spoke with, I made a note on their slips as to what they purchased, because I'm going to email them either tips or recipes to go with the products that they purchased. And that's my follow-up. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I thought about you. I wanted to send you this information on the MicroPro Grow, and just kind of let them know. So that's a great way to kind of make that contact. And like Jenny said, you don't want to just go straight for the party and be like, hey, so thanks for meeting you this weekend. How about we do a party? And they don't know me from Adam, and they probably don't even remember stopping by the booth. And so it's important to do that. So thank you so much, Jenny. We appreciate all of your awesome facts. Well done. Woo-hoo. All right. Okay, so next we have Patricia, and she's going to give us about 10 minutes of some awesome fun stuff to do at parties. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say. She's a fun girl, and I'm sure she's got some great ideas for parties. I'm going to unmute you, and then I'm going to go ahead and pin you so everybody's looking at your face and not mine. Hey, look how fun she is. She has a zebra print in the background. Hello.
Hi, I just got a text message about 10 minutes to 9, quarter to 9, something like that, saying, hey, could I step in? Nancy's my director. She is at the IX Center on doing so. I'm just going to run over some things that was emailed to me, and it was some of the things about who knows your host best. And this is with the paper. This will all be posted so that you guys don't have to worry, but I went in and fixed all the dates or not the dates, but the page numbers or whatever. And some of the things is as I'm reading this, I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't want to get to the party and just be like, well, who knows this host? Okay, what is the reason why your host dated this party? And of course you add in their name or whatever. Was it for the food, the fun, the friends, or the free? Write it down. Well, I already want to know the answer. I don't want to have to read this and then be going, what did she do? So like Ellen was just talking about, when I talk to people, I use my little slips, and down at the bottom, I have where they want to be a monthly buyer, or they love the color purple, or they're buying for their grandkids or their kids who's moving out of the house. I also put down if they came with a complaint. I worked at an event, and there was a lot of times to where you had somebody who was coming up and they're like, I know Tupperware and I had this product for whatever. Well, I write down they have an issue with or whatever, so that if they would date a party with me, not necessarily tomorrow or next week, but maybe it'll be 6 months from now where I've given them good service or whatever, I want to know them. I want to know what's going about. So some of the games that was emailed to me was who knows your host best? And again, it starts with number 1. What is the reason that your host dated the party? Was it food, fun, friends, or free? And then write it down. You continue going to, when you turn to page 74, now I like this, it's specific. It's specific because it tells you exactly, when you turn to page 74 in your catalog, you'll see the section, Date Me and Earn Me Free, which makes the people at the party think, hey, this person knows her catalog, knows where everything's at, could tell me, you know, at the fingertips and what page to go to, what it looks like, that type of thing. So I thought that was kind of cool that it's all right here on this page. And again, I corrected it and emailed it back to Pam, and she's going to go ahead and post this for everybody to print off. On page 75 is a section headed, Enjoy Your Hosted Credit Half Price Items Selected. On the average party of your host today, which is $500 is an average party, your host will get $75, 2 half off items, and a thank you gift. Some of this you just want to ad-lib because reading it right off the page, I feel, but you can have kind of like a fun type thing. You could either do the answers one right after the other. So after number one, we can ask the host, well, what would you do? Or you could read them all and then have them all do it, give their answers at the end. And then, of course, the last question says, okay, last question. For your host, Lindsay, to take advantage of our current host bonuses, she'll need 2 or 3 of you to date a party and hold it. Which 2 do you think she'll pick? Write it down. So a lot of times everybody's talking about, I'm trying to think if Sam uses tickets or Tupperbucks. I don't remember, but a lot of people use either one, tickets or Tupperbucks. And they're passing out. If your answer matches the host answer, then give them a ticket, give them a Tupperbuck. Use that to your benefit towards the end. And that was the first page. The second page actually has 2 on it. It's only it's only a half a page, but when you print it off, you can print out 2. And it kind of does the same thing. It goes through, it gives specific page numbers again. What is the reason why Lindsay dated this party? Was it for food, fun, friends, or free? And then it says, turn to page 75 in the catalog. You'll see the date and hold gift. And then it goes down to number 3, which gives at the average party, again, it's $500 and $75 in free money and 2 half-off items. Or they could take it starts with the $500 and they could take the host bonuses with 2 parties. So I said, it's really kind of fun. But what I like about it, though, is I always try to know my host days, weeks, months in advance before I even know. There's people that I am trying to have host party that I've met and see every year at the Erie County Fair. And every year I'll be like, oh, so how'd Johnny do with his horses this year? And they'll be like, oh, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, because I walk through the barns looking for, Mrs. Smith, who always comes and sees Tupperware and sees what's new or what gadget, or she forgot her lunch and so she wants to buy something or buy little containers or, whatever, that I'll walk through. And I always try to, and again, I can't get Mrs. Smith to date a party, but it's nice when Mrs. Smith walks up to my booth and I'm already being personal with her on how's little Johnny doing, how's, how are the pigs this year, because I walked through the pig barn and seen that. So when I say know the host best, I don't think it's just for the people that are at the party. I think you as a consultant, you need to know the host. You need to know these answers, and you really need to ask about the hostess when they're just around you, either at the party before you or the party after you. I think that's just one of the things that you need to do. So with that being said, I am done with the games and I'm done with my little bits and pieces. So hope that helps.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I do. I like to try and, that was one thing when I first started in direct sales. I was with another company before Tupperware, and I would go to meetings and ask people how to date parties. And I would say, so how do you date parties? How do you date parties? I was all excited, but I couldn't manage to date parties at parties. And I was like, how do you do it? How do you do it? And they're like, oh, it's so easy. We just have fun. And I think I'm a pretty fun girl. And so I'm like, well, how do I do that? I'm like, I couldn't manage to figure out how to have fun at a party because I was so uptight about getting the datings and the recruits and the sales that I couldn't just relax and be myself and just make people laugh. And so once I kind of realized that, and at first it was definitely games. I played games to try and break the ice and get people to have fun. And then I brought in my cheerleader and party cop, and I started doing that at my parties, and that helped tremendously for me because it allowed me to just kind of step into a character almost when I got to the party. So it didn't matter what my day was or what my frame of mind was. I could walk in and I could be that dynamic person. And so you'll figure out what works for you. And you could even Google direct selling party games. And I'm sure there is a plethora of information out there for you. And you can just kind of go from there. But there's so many cool things, and you can find something that'll fit your personality. The cheerleader party cop, that was not my personality, but because it was so far away from my personality, I was able to do it you know, because it felt like I was stepping into a character and I could do it that way. And it just brought the energy of the party up so much higher. And Pam Cliff loves to say something to the, she loves to say, she goes to the party to make friends and then she dates her friends. And so her goal when she goes to a party is to just really make really great friends with the people there and then date them, you know. So it's like dating, you know, dating your friends into your date book versus, you know, this person sitting over there, the stranger, hey, you know, hey, you should do a Tupperware party. So she felt like it took the sales out of it for her, you know, and that goes back to something that Jenny had mentioned. Jenny had mentioned something to the effect about, you know, just sort of, you know, not being really salesy. And I was talking to somebody who was talking about a salesperson that came to their house, and they said, you know what, they're really great, and we got this really great rapport going. And then they went in for the hard sell and told me that the offer expired when they walked out the door. And I said, no thanks. They said because they don't like to be pressured. It was a big decision. It was a lot of money that they were going to be putting out, and they're like, you know, I know that that's their sales tactic, but I don't appreciate it. And so people don't like to be pressured. And just like Jenny said, when I approach people, I never approach them like, hey, why don't you do a Tupperware party, or why don't you join my team? I always say, hey, do you know somebody that's looking to make some extra money? I always go for the do you know someone, because a lot of times they'll say, yeah, me. Well, that's great. I want it to be their idea that they're telling me instead of me, you know, banging down their door saying, hey, you should sell Tupperware. So there's a lot of different trains of thought when it comes to things like that. So awesome. Becky said she's going to do Grow Facts next week. And yes, thank you,
Becky.
Yeah, I know. And yet, thank you so much, Patricia, for filling in. I know that it can kind of be a little nerve-wracking when somebody contacts you with not a ton of advance notice to fill in for something like this. Hence, I'm Samantha Machari tonight. No, just kidding. She did give me she gave me a couple hours. Enough time to take a shower, which is what I needed. So it's all good. It's all good. So she told me that I needed to do shout-outs, you guys, and that you all love it, and that you'll come on your camera so that you can say hello to me. So we're going to go down and we're going to say hello to everybody. So we have Whitney, and I don't know, Whitney, whose team are you on? Can you unmute? I can unmute you if you don't. I'll unmute you. Okay, whose team are you on, Whitney?
Amy Gardner's.
Amy Gardner's. Awesome. All right. Well, welcome here tonight. And this is Jenny Cheatham. Who's that?
She left.
I know who she is. She's a woman who loves her coffee in the morning, and don't talk to her before she has it.
That's
Jenny
right.
Cheatham. Woo. She's a director in our awesome champion organization. And then we have Patricia Fish. All right. Say hello, Patricia.
Hi, guys.
All right. And who are you with? I know you're with, but who are you with?
I'm with Magical Nancy Lagan.
All right. Magical Nancy Lagan. We love Nancy. We love all of her girls. We love all you guys, honestly. I mean, just seriously, we're just like one big happy family. We love everybody at Champion, and everybody, especially when you get on here and you're interacting with us. We really love you. All right. So then we have Robin. Robin, who are you with, Robin?
Samantha.
Robin, where are you? Are you in Sandusky or are you out in California?
Oh, I wish it was in California, but no, I'm actually in Green Springs.
Where's that? Green Spring?
South of Sandusky.
South of Sandusky. Awesome. All right.
She's about 20 minutes from me.
Oh, about 20 minutes from Jenny. The girl, like, you could take her coffee in the morning and you might
There
get
you
a
go.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm up at 5 o'clock every day working out. So.
Oh, there you go. See, Jenny's up at 5 too. Jenny, maybe you should go work out with her.
Yeah, maybe she should just bring me coffee on her way to the gym.
All right. So then we have Terry. All right, Terry, say hello, Terry.
Hey everybody.
I'm so excited to see this lady. She just came back to Tupperware. She was in Tupperware when I first started. She started not too long, I think, after I did, right?
Yeah, not too long.
Yeah, not too long. And she's a phenomenal demonstrator. So hopefully Sam will have her on here pretty soon, because she kills it when she demonstrates. She's great with her facts. She's great with the words. She's so great with her demonstrating. So we're excited to have you back, Terry. Terry, who's your director?
Becky,
our awesome Becky. All right. Okay, so let's see here. I'm muting somebody else. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. And then we have Don.
Johnny.
All right, Johnny. So where are you, Johnny? Are you in West Virginia?
No, I'm in Guysville, Ohio.
Guysville, Ohio. Is that close to the border?
Yeah, southeast of Athens.
Southeast of Athens. Okay, yeah. So you're down in the foothills of the Appalachian, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm from Lancaster originally. So, and I went to school at Hawking. So I'm like, I know that area.
Right.
I got you. All right. So, Johnny, who's your director?
Kevin.
Kevin. Awesome. We love Kevin. He's our adopted director. We love him at Champion. All right. Well, awesome. Thanks for joining us, Johnny.
You're welcome.
All right. And then we have Chris. Hold on. Oh, hi, Chris. How are you?
Hi.
I'm going to see you Thursday.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So, Chris, who are you with?
Lori Morris.
Lori Morris. Awesome. And Chris is at our Youngstown towns, or our Youngstown team. So we're
Yeah.
trying to build out there. So she is a big part of that. So we're excited to see you grow, Chris.
Thanks.
All right. And then we have Marsha. I just unmuted you. Say hello.
Hey,
Hi, Marsha. How are you?
good.
Good. Awesome. Marsha's one of our amazing directors at Champion, too. And Marsha, you're down in West Virginia, right?
Yes,
Yes. And where are you in West Virginia?
a little town outside of Charleston.
Oh, fantastic. Awesome. Very good. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. All right. And we have Chris Castro. I just unmuted you. Say hello, Chris.
Hello.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Just fine. How about you?
Awesome. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. All right. And Chris, who's your director?
Lori Morris.
Lori Morris. And Chris is right in Pam Cliff's backyard in Brunswick. So that's exciting.
Yes, yes.
Close to the source. The
That's
heart
right.
of our Champion organization.
That's right.
All right. And then we have Candy. I unmuted you, Candy. Can you say hello?
Hi,
Hi, Candy. Your voice is so soft. Okay, so Candy, who are you with?
Jessica Gordon.
Jessica Gordon. Awesome. We love our Jessica. And Candy, where are you? Because Jessica's team is like all over the place. Are you in Ohio?
Yes, East Liverpool.
East Liverpool. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the call. All right. And then I have Carol. Can you hear me, Carol? Oh, Carol may have walked away. Shame, shame. All right. And then, oh, that's Jenny again. Jenny, are you on two different devices?
No.
Okay. Just asking. All right. And then we have JJ and Steph. Hi, guys. How are you? Awesome. So who's your director?
Loretta.
Loretta. Awesome. So are you a husband-wife duo?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. We love our husband-wife teams. I love it. I love it. I've got several in my organization, and we just love to have a really great time. So thanks for joining us tonight. How long have you been in Tupperware?
I started last April, and JJ got in under the pressure cooker.
I love it. He felt the pressure. Oh, sorry, it's that joke. I couldn't help it.
You know what? No, he's got more book than I do.
Oh, look at that. You know what? Last week, when we did the free grill, there was one of the husbands on our team signed up for the free grill and started dating parties. I love it. I absolutely love it. And when the $15 sale came out this yesterday morning, she texted me and was just like, he had the sale up before I was even out of bed. I'm like, I love it. We love our husbands. Awesome. All right. So did I get everybody? Let's see here. Laura Gallagher. Laura Gallagher, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're so cute. Who's your director, Laura?
Christy Fry.
Christy Fry. Awesome.
Yes, all the way in Northwest Ohio, the other part of Ohio.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed it.
You're welcome. I surely did. Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right. And I think last but certainly not least, we have Lydia Sutliff. Hi, Lydia.
Hi, everybody.
Lydia is one of our amazing directors as well at our Champion organization. So how are you doing today, Lydia?
Okay, how are you guys?
We're doing
it was a great hour, by the way, or almost hour. You guys
Don't
did
tell
an
Sam.
awesome
You're only
job.
supposed to be 45 minutes. Shh. Don't tell her we're an hour.
Well, it's only 50 minutes, okay?
Okay.
You guys did great. And I'm in Kinsman, Ohio. I'm on the Ohio-Pennsylvania line.
That's right. Absolutely. She's a part of that Youngstown area we're trying to get up and running.
Yes.
So awesome. I think I got everybody. Is there anybody we missed? Nope. All right. Well, everybody go to the post, the event post, I think, in Champion, and post your ahas for tonight, so that Sam can see that we did a good job. And so, but post the ahas for tonight, just to give a shout out to all of our awesome trainers. And thank you so much, Becky, for coming on and cooking us some food, and Jenny coming on and giving us some facts, and Patricia for coming on at the last minute and giving us some amazing fun. So thank you guys so much for participating, and we'll see everybody next week.
Bye, everybody.
All right, bye.
Bye.